be ones to watch. We'll go over them a little bit. Kate Lang is the setter for Hawaii. They've decided on her as the 5-1, as well as Tia Shavera, the setter on the other side for Long Beach State. And Taylor Ikenaga, you might see her flying around the court. She's their great libero on the Hawaii side. So these are still two programs that are ready to go, coming off of sweeps against Cal State Fullerton. Both these teams played the Titans earlier on this week, and the 2019 Big West Co-Coach of the Year, Robin Amo, at the helm in one of their best years since she's arrived. That 2019 season was definitely their best since they've completed it. And Sabrina Hernandez, for those who haven't seen Long Beach State since our last broadcast at home, she is their interim head coach. So a new head coach for Long Beach State to look out for in this one, as Brooke Van Sickle and Kashana Williams, we were talking about them earlier. In terms of those are the ones to watch, the two-star left side hitters for either side. So Hawaii and Long Beach State, this the 44th year that they've matched up. They already played once in Manoa earlier this year, and Kashana Williams, the first attack is dug up by Hawaii. Brooke Van Sickle, see, those are the two key players getting the first attacks for either side, and Skylar Williams with the first block, and a solo block at that for the Rainbow Wahine. Hawaii comes in 15-6 overall on the season. They had a rough start to their season non-conference wise, but they had some great competition to play. Actually took one against USC earlier this year. And their conference season has been off to a great start. Only one loss, and that was to UC Santa Barbara. So that will be one to watch, as they will play Santa Barbara at home to end the regular season. Scramble mode for the Wahine, and Kennedy goes to the double block. She will have another shot at it over the net. I think she was just inside the antenna there with that tip, as Hawaii misses wide, and Long Beach State is up on the board. So the Beach, 10-14 overall. Sabrina Hernandez just got her first win as the interim head coach, sweeping Cal State Fullerton like we talked about earlier. There's Kashana Williams. Williams is one kill away from being 13th all-time in the kills list for Long Beach State. Right side it goes. That's Brooke Van Sickle. She digs her own block back. Another opportunity. This is Tiffany Westerberg. Westerberg gets the start today for Hawaii. They've been kind of going back and forth between Westerberg and Leoniak. We'll see if we get a different right side hitter as the match goes on. But Westerberg came into the middle of the Cal State Fullerton match, played well, established a good block on the right side, as she did come into this program as a middle blocker and has transitioned to a pin hitter. And we'll talk more about her as she goes on in this match, as Katie Kennedy comes from the middle and gets the kill. In that rotation, they like to keep Kennedy in that middle front for the attack, as Kylia Lopez comes in for the first time today. Serves for Cameron Bacon. They've been looking to Lopez more as of recent, since the last time we saw them at home, as Westerberg goes cross court, gets the kill. So it's a front row of Westerberg, Wagner, and Igidi, as Igidi comes into the front row for the first time in this match. Ikenaga with the serve. Katie Kennedy has been so big for Long Beach State and has been as consistent as any hitter for the Beach this year. And Kennedy's still young, only a sophomore, 6'1" from Hood River, Oregon. She gets replaced in the back row, as they've done most of the season, by Dylan De La Cruz. De La Cruz also has been as consistent as any back row player this year for Long Beach State. In the middle, it's Igidi. Good dig by Hoff. And Erica Lovett with her first kill. Lovett struggled, struggling after her great performance in Hawaii, where she led Long Beach State with 15 kills there in Manoa. Wagner into the net. That set was a little tight and off as Long Beach State catches a break. They're within one. Love it. Over the double block. Good dig by Van Sickle. That's why she was initially recruited to Hawaii and transferred from Oregon. She plays a great back row. And there's a great block put up. A roof by Westerberg and Aijidi. First block of the game for those two as Westerberg comes out and gets replaced by Janelle Gong. And that's part of the reason why you'll see a little bit of a change going from Leoniak to Westerberg. For those Hawaii fans, you've seen both of those in the front row. But the way that Janelle Gong has been playing as of late gives them the opportunity to go with Westerberg exclusively in the front row and just have a defensive specialist in the back. Over on two goes Shavira as she just tried to keep that ball up and over, but couldn't keep it in bounds. Hawaii up by one. The Walter Pyramid has seen these two matchups so many times over the years, whether it be in the regular season or in the postseason. As Shavira took that first swing. This is where Long Beach State will go with a secondary setter. Dylan De La Cruz, a back row specialist, can come in to just set and give Shavira some swings in the front row. Didn't work that time as Hawaii got the side out, or got the natural point there. Long Beach State trying to get out of this rotation with a side out. This is where Shavira is on left front, Kanyes is in the middle front, and Erica Lovett is on the right side. A tough rotation for the Beach, and they catch a break with a net violation on Hawaii, and that brings back in Kishana Williams. So from maybe the weakest rotation to their strongest rotation, best server is back there in Erica Lovett, one of the better servers in the Big West Conference, top 5 in service aces. Into the net that goes as Riley Wagner goes back to serve for Hawaii. Wagner, the 6-foot sophomore from Dublin, Ohio. She among a few other players on the roster with family in attendance here in California. There's that short back slide by Kanyes. Works out into a back quick for her, and it works for Long Beach State. They're within one. Cameron Bacon comes back into the front row, the young freshman, as the senior Kanyes goes back to serve. And an ace for Miranda Kanyes. Rare miscommunication between a couple of Rainbow Wahine in the back row. I think that was Janelle Gong and Riley Wagner. So give Kanyes her 7th ace, make it 8. 8 service aces on the year for Miranda Kanyes. 2 in tonight's match alone so far. You see it just go off the top of the tape. I mean, that's just how the ball rolls sometimes, right? Outside it goes to Van Sickle off the double block. Good pickup by De La Cruz. Cameron Bacon with her first kill. And that's a player that Long Beach State wants to get going. As a young freshman, true freshman, Cameron Bacon might be able to give them a boost in the middle, especially when Kanyes is in the back row serving. It makes this rotation stronger when Bacon is playing well. What a play out of system for Hawaii. Just a little bit of a side bump set, just cross court, high and hittable for Van Sickle to terminate. And Hawaii is within one now with Igidi to serve. That means Skylar Williams is in the front row for them. Tip, good dive by Igidi. She was working on that because she was on the beach team in 2020 when the indoor volleyball team didn't have a season along with the rest of the Big West Conference. And in fact, half of the Hawaii women's indoor team tried out for the beach volleyball team. Of course, there's only so many spots to give out. Igidi got one of them, and she improved in her all-around game, even as a middle blocker in the indoor squad, as Skylar Williams gets it past the single block and down. Hawaii is kind of known to start slow in a way. Cal State Fullerton led for most of the first set on Thursday. Or I should say they played Cal State Fullerton on Friday. Long Beach State played Fullerton on Thursday as Kashana Williams misses long. But with Kate Lang back to serve, they have a pretty good front row of Van Sickle, Williams, and Westerberg. Tight pass to the net. Williams had to two-hand it over. Off the double block, and there's Kashana Williams' first kill of the night. And with that, Williams is now 13th all-time in all-time kills for Long Beach State program history. She was tied with the great Erica Dillard. Erica Dillard, actually an assistant coach at the University of Oregon. And the Ducks are doing well, ranked top 20 in the country this year. So one of their assistant coaches is now 14th all-time in Long Beach State history. Erica Dillard was a great middle blocker in the early 2000s, was a part of that 01 team that reached the championships, ended up being the runner-up, lost to Stanford that year, and Logan Tom, if you remember. Actually, I should talk about how that Long Beach State team had a number of great hitters that are on this list that Kashana Williams is trying to catch. Good serve from Van Sickle. That works out just like an ace. Instead, statistically, it is a kill for Riley Wagner. But Brooke Van Sickle is showing why she is also one of the top 5 servers in the Big West Conference. 4th in service aces per set. She has 26 on the year. Miscommunication on the set. No one was there to attack it as Westerberg takes advantage on the other end. Hawaii up 15-12. There's a timeout on the floor as Long Beach State is going to look to regroup. Coming out after this short break, we'll be back with more Big West women's volleyball on ESPN+. Beach State looking to regroup after kind of giving up a lead that they had, a small lead early on in the first set, as Hawaii is up by 3 in our first time out of this match, just getting started here in Long Beach, California. Glad you can spend your Saturday evening or afternoon, if you're back on the islands, with us here on ESPN+. The Rainbow Wahine trying to keep their match-winning streak alive. They've actually won the last 4 matches in a row after losing to UC Santa Barbara, including their sweep of Cal State Fullerton last night. Brooke Van Sickle has been on a mini serving run, 4-0 scoring run for the Wahine. Outside it goes, Erica Lovett. Good dig by Ike Naga. She's a freshman libero there for Hawaii, and a good up by Hoff for Long Beach State. Tip over and a secondary setter from Hoff. High set right side for Kennedy. Good dig again by Ike Naga. Van Sickle from the back row. That's what she did at Oregon that caught the eyes of Robin Amo. That and her back row defense. And when she wanted to transfer, she said, hey, I want to play some front row too. And Coach Amo said, well, if you can beat out my hitters, I play the best 6 out there. She did that in 2019, and she's done it all here in 2021. As close to, I guess if you could give a baseball reference, a 5-tool player as you can get in volleyball, Brooke Van Sickle. Good, off of 1 foot, kind of a pseudo slide from Katie Kennedy. She does that well, as she's the right side hitter, not a middle blocker doing that. Kylea Lopez comes back in to serve. Lopez and Jenna Giambi, who is out there in the back row for Long Beach State, got their first starts of their young careers at Cal State Fullerton. Avery Nelson is in, and she gets a kill from the left side. This is a Beach team that will go through a lot of different players in any given match. A team that, in a way, hasn't had a season that has gone their way, but they're trying to make the best of it, especially with Sabrina Hernandez at the helm now, at a great swing from the middle in Hawaii as Taylor Ike Naga goes back to serve. That means Igidi is coming back in to the front row. Ike Naga has done so well as a young freshman libero from Moanalua High School. Regional Player of the Year, as Long Beach State is able to take advantage of a mini overpass. Dylan De La Cruz comes back in to serve. De La Cruz, the local product from Long Beach Poly High School. Right side set for Westerberg down the line. That is her normal swing. It's actually a lot more rare for Westerberg to go cross court with her swing, as it's an easier transition for a middle blocker, of course, to just kind of swing straight down for a higher set on a pin side. As Wagner goes through the block, good pancake save by Hoff. They keep it going. Should Hawaii want to challenge, there is the challenge system here in the Walter Pyramid. Doesn't matter though, Igidi and Westerberg. They call it the Manoa Roofing Company, and it is in business here in Long Beach. Over on 2 went Shavira, but it hit the top of the tape. Easier get for Hawaii. Good dig by De La Cruz off the Wagner hit, but a free ball opportunity coming more for the Rainbow Wahine. Another hit off the block. Here comes Nelson, dug up by Van Sickle. Amber Igidi, such power from the middle. the 6'3" sophomore from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Igidi with her second kill of the match so far on 2 errorless swings. Nelson going seam, gets dug up by Van Sickle. Wagner on the other end. Hawaii was so in system in that rally, even from a good attack from Avery Nelson, as Long Beach State has to take a timeout. They're just rolling here on the back end of this first set. Even though they're up by 4, it feels like more. The Rainbow Wahine have been so well digging up Long Beach State attacks. Long Beach State only hitting 111 to start this match. Hawaii hitting 333. So a much better start offensively, efficiency-wise, for the Rainbow Wahine compared to the Beach. The only thing that Long Beach State is leading in statistically right now is the service aces category. They got 2 aces compared to Hawaii's, well, 0, but Hawaii has been serving tough. So, like we talked about, this is a matchup that spans over 40 years. This is the 54th matchup in history, and the University of Hawaii has dominated mostly in the 21st century. Really since the 2010s came around and they rejoined the Big West Conference. Of course, these two used to be Big West foes a while back. And, you know, speaking to the new interim head coach for Long Beach State, Sabrina Hernandez, playing in the early to mid 90s for Long Beach State. Against Hawaii, she could recall so many stories against this storied program. Most of them involved Clum Gym. If you know Clum Gym, the old Hawaii home gym, didn't have air conditioning, only seated a few thousand, if that. They were packed in like sardines there. Of course, now they play at the Simplify Arena, beautiful Stan Sheriff Center. Probably the best arena in the Big West Conference, and if not, maybe the best attendance in all of volleyball in the nation for the NCAA, as Miranda Cañez gets blocked back. Block put up by Amber Igidi. She brings so much energy as well to this team. She led the Big West in blocking a couple of years ago when they had their last official season. Over on 2 goes Lang. Good one-hand save by Huff. Here comes Avery Nelson again. Another dig by Van Sickle. We're probably going to see a double-double from Van Sickle tonight. Cañez gets dug up well by Gong. Great rally here. Back row attack from Van Sickle. Good dig by Giambi. Overpass, and Igidi puts it away. It's about just being in control, right? And Long Beach State just had one miscue at the end of that rally. That second touch just went over the net right into the hands of Amber Igidi. Just had to redirect that one straight down, and Hawaii a few points away from ending this first set. Cañez in the middle. They're looking to get her going. Miranda Cañez leading Long Beach State in kills right now with 3 on her 6 swings. She's hitting 333 from the middle. And with this, and Avery Nelson going to the back row to serve, that means Kashana Williams is back in the front row for the Beach. A tip from the back row, good read from Hoff. That means Williams has to two-hand it over, gets the kill anyway. A crafty swing from, well, not really a swing from Kashana Williams. Having to take the set that was a little tight to the net. You saw the great diving effort from Hoff, though, first, just to get the ball back up into the setter, Shavira, who had some options to set there. And Williams caught Ike Naga, the libero for Hawaii, off guard a little bit. Right side slide for Cañez gets dug up. Over on 2, the dump works for Tia Shavira. And Long Beach State looking to make their way back into this first set. Down 3, but a good front row rotation for them. Into the net goes Wagner's attempt, and the Beach hit 20. Hawaii still has both their timeouts remaining in this first set. But head coach Robin Amo might just want to let them play through this. So Long Beach State gets called for the net violation on that last rally. Kind of gives them a big break here in this first set that Long Beach State is trying to get back into as Wagner gives them another break on a service error. That's only the first service error of the match so far for Hawaii. As Miranda Cañas goes back to serve. She had a mini scoring run earlier in this set. Van Sickle through the seam. What a swing from Brooke Van Sickle. That's her 3rd kill. Set point for the Rainbow Wahine. Bacon gets blocked and roofed by Sky Williams. And Hawaii takes set number 1, 25-21. Ended up being a pretty competitive first set. But either way, the Wahine go up in this match 1-0. We'll be back with more Big West Women's Volleyball here on ESPN+. Hawaii up by 1. Long Beach State and Hawaii here in this Big West matchup. Now, of course, with Long Beach State being near the bottom of the standings, Hawaii still needs to beat teams like the Beach to stay in line with UC Santa Barbara at the top. Both of those two programs jostling for position in getting the regular season Big West Conference Championship. Remember, there's no Big West tournament, so whoever wins the regular season wins the championship and gets that automatic bid to the NCAA championships. And of course, every team in the Big West Conference was just set and ready to get back to competition this year after not having a 2020 season. Of course, the University of Hawaii and the state of Hawaii just couldn't have much practice going on to start even 2021. They couldn't even get 6-on-6 practice going until fall camp. Coach Robin Amo was talking to me about how in Hawaii they were only allowing 5 people on a court at a time for practice before fall camp started. So they were doing 2-on-2 drills for most of their practices before they could even really prepare for the season. So 2-on-2 players, and then there was one coach on each court, and they'd run 3 courts. That's basically how Coach Amo had to run her practices in the off season due to COVID protocols. But now that they're off and running in 2021 and the fall season, even more good news for the Rainbow Wahine and just fans in the state of Hawaii in general, as sanctions and restrictions have been lifted to allow full capacity at their games. Look, for those in California listening, Hawaii has not allowed any fans into their games for most of the season. They just started letting them trickle in the last couple of weeks, and they are about to get set to open up fully. Really just started this week. I think yesterday was when the bans were lifted, and they are able to get a full attendance going for, well, they got Hawaii football tonight on their Manoa campus, as Katie Kennedy misses wide, and Hawaii goes up to start set number 2. So with a pretty good crowd on hand for this historic rivalry in the Walter Pyramid, it's kind of giving the Rainbow Wahine a warm-up, a mini warm-up, if you will, to what they can expect back at the Sand Sheriff Center. Kashana Williams has been pretty quiet to start this match. Got dug up there from the back row again. Brooke Van Sickle. 4th kill on 14 errorless swings as she goes back to serve. Just a little back set, find the hitter that's in the back row waiting, and Van Sickle is able to take advantage. She's hitting .286 on the match so far. Right side set for Kashana Williams, and it is long. So Brooke Van Sickle, a 2019 All-Big West honorable mention, made the NCAA All-Regional team, as Kashana Williams smashes it down from the right side. They've kind of switched up where they put Cash in their rotation here, if you notice. That rotation that was giving them trouble in the first set, where they had pretty much the 0-2 there, they put Kashana Williams there so they can kind of get out of that rotation a little easier. That's where the outside hitter is right front position-wise, and the setter is right back. And it kind of makes it a little tougher to side out from. And so they kind of just switched up which hitter is in that position for this set, as Taylor Ikenaga gets a service ace. That's the first ace of the match for Hawaii. Ikenaga has been serving well. That's her 8th ace on the year. Kennedy really just ran across the court to get that set, and she gets her 3rd kill of this match so far on 9 swings, 1 error. So Katie Kennedy hitting .222. Kylea Lopez comes back in to serve for the Beach. Igidi. 4 kills now for the Hawaii middle blocker. Igidi hitting pretty efficiently as well. She's hitting .800 to start the match. That's pretty good. Outside it goes. Avery Nelson down the line. Good dig by Janelle Gong. Off the block, gets the ricochet to go out of bounds, did Riley Wagner. And Wagner gets her team-leading 5th kill of this match. Kennedy splits the block. I don't think Ajiti was there pretty much at all. It was faked out by the set. Watch this. Look at Ajiti, the middle blocker. Yeah, she was looking for the set to go to the middle blocker in Miranda Cañez. Got faked out by the set. And Katie Kennedy was able to take advantage of the one-on-one situation. Out of bounds goes that Dylan De La Cruz serve. And Hawaii goes back up by 5. So 4 service errors now for Long Beach State. They're kind of struggling from the service line to start. And against a team like Hawaii, you kind of need to keep all of those errors in check, right? Nelson goes past the block right in front of Ike Naga, challenging one of the best back row players in the conference, and gets the kill. So Avery Nelson getting the start in the 2nd set as an overpass off the good Nelson serve gets blocked back. Williams just has to roll shot it over. Good opportunity for the Wahine. And a cross-court winner for Brooke Van Sickle. You saw the shot just catching Long Beach State off guard. It's kind of because they haven't seen a hit go to that spot from kind of that situation. That's what Coach Robin Amo has told me about Brooke Van Sickle. She can pretty much put the ball anywhere she wants with pace. That's what's so effective about the outside hitter for the Rainbow Wahine. Kashano Williams, speaking of outside hitters for the Beach, gets her 4th kill. Kanya's going back to serve. That means Bacon's back into the front row for the Beach. Kashano Williams, by the way, only hitting 182 to start. So efficiency-wise, Long Beach State's key player struggling. But that Hawaii block, the best in the Big West Conference in blocks per set, as we're taking a little break to wipe the floor, just for your information. And Kanya's now finally gets the okay to put the serve back over. Sky Williams misses on that attack. The Beach close to within 3 here. Of course, the 2nd set always key for the team that is down, trying to tie this matchup at 1 set apiece. Overpass, Williams with the easy overpass kill. Just the 2-hand redirect for Sky Williams. She gets her 3rd kill right here, kind of easy pickings for her. And Kate Lang goes back to serve. Blocking a roof. I think Williams got all of that one. Williams on Williams crime there. It's Cash gets blocked and stuffed by Sky. They go back out to Cash, and she gets it off the block, off the antenna. So that means it's out of bounds off of the Wahine Point Beach. So with Tia Shavira going back to serve, that means Dylan De La Cruz comes out and gets replaced in the front row by Katie Kennedy. And they have a Kennedy-Kashano Williams tandem in the front row right now for the Beach, but Shavira misses her serve, and Hawaii catches another break. 5th service error for Long Beach State compared to Hawaii's only 1. Speaking of good servers, here's one Brooke Van Sickle. Good dig by Ike Naga, just picking up that off-speed shot from Kishana Williams. Another good dig from Ike Naga. Kennedy misses on that long rally. It's a high bump set to her, and she couldn't time it just right, and a timeout being called by Long Beach State. Hawaii up by 6 here in set number 2. They continue to roll here in the Walter Pyramid. More Big West women's volleyball coming your way here on ESPN+. Join us for this Hawaii and Long Beach State matchup. After this match, Long Beach State continues their 3-match homestand. CSUN and UC Santa Barbara will both be at home and here on ESPN Plus before they hit the road in UC San Diego. For Hawaii, they will go back home as well to host UC Irvine and UC San Diego. And of course, at the back end of their schedule, not on that graphic, but at the very end, the very last game of the regular season, they will play UC Santa Barbara. That's the one that everyone has circled on their schedules, of course, kind of preemptively, because we don't even know what those two teams' records will be by the time they meet up. But presumably, that would be for the Big West Championship. As Jenna Giambi misses her serve. Taylor Ike Naga back to serve again, and she's been doing well in the back row already with 8 digs. Good serve, and a free ball opportunity coming to the Wahine. Wagner gets it off the shoulder in the front row of Avery Nelson. And another kill for Riley Wagner. Still leading the team in kills in this match with 6 on 20 swings. She's hitting 200. Tiffany Westerberg goes through the block and down. So for Westerberg, that's her 4th kill of the match. As we take a look at that good swing from, remember, she came into this program a couple of years ago as a middle blocker. She's still trying to transition to being a right side hitter, or an option for Robin Amo to go to at the opposite position, as a touch called and another kill for Riley Wagner. And Hawaii on a 4-0 scoring run. Long Beach State has to take another timeout. Hawaii hitting 328 coming into this timeout. Long Beach State only hitting 104, so that's a huge difference, especially offensively, between these two teams. Even though Long Beach State has had more attack attempts, they've swung it 67 times. Hawaii has been so efficient with their 58 swings. They've got more kills than Long Beach State has in this match so far. Another stat that is a pretty big difference between these two teams, the 6 service errors for Long Beach State kind of hurt, especially in this second set, compared to Hawaii's 2. Only 2 service errors for Hawaii in the match so far. Side out percentage-wise, I know it's not as big, but Long Beach State only siding out at a 44% clip, and Hawaii siding out at a 63% clip. So all the advantages kind of going Hawaii's way so far, as this team has kind of got control of this match here in the second set. Like I was talking about earlier, they'll start off slow, and a lot of times you'll see, I guess you could say, the weaker teams either take or really compete well in the first set. Cal State Fullerton almost took set number 1 in their match last night. But Hawaii was able to pull that first set out and in turn dominated the rest of the way. And it seems a very similar storyline is coming in tonight's match. Van Sickle, good dig by Hoff. It is an overpass, though. Another opportunity for the Rainbow Aine. Westerberg, what a crank and kill. Tiffany Westerberg, that was her 5th kill of this match. For Westerberg, by the way, getting the start today, that's her first start of the year as Katie Kennedy misses down the line. So really a good new starter option, if you will, at the Oppo for Coach Robin Amo. Kennedy, good combination play. And she gets the kill from the middle there. Cameron Bacon was coming to the right side. You'll see on this replay, X-play as they call it. And Katie Kennedy gets her team leading, or at least tied for the team lead. 5 kills on 16 swings. Though she and Kashana Williams, the other person with 5 kills on the beach side, both hitting under 200, actually both hitting under 150 for the match so far. Hawaii hitting 344 after that kill. And they're up by 11, already hitting 20 here in this second set. Remember, they won the first set 25-21, but they've really taken control of Long Beach State here in set number 2. Erica Lovett has come back into the front row for the beach and takes advantage of the opportunity right away. Got dug up initially, but put the 2-hand overpass kill down right away. Dylan De La Cruz back in to serve for the beach. Good swing from Riley Wagoner. 8 kills now. Wagner has had double-digit kills in her last 2 games. Also had a double-double against Fullerton with 13 digs last night. De La Cruz with the set to Cañas. That is what can catch a lot of opposing teams off guard, when Dylan De La Cruz comes out of the back row and kind of surprise sets, especially a quick set in the middle. She doesn't even take the setter warm-ups before the game. She's taking the back row warm-ups instead, being a defensive specialist. Amber Igidi from the right side. You can see how athletic she can be. Again, 6'3". The elevation and the vision to go through the double block and get another kill. Shavira with the swing, just misses. Amber Igidi at the service line, the 2019 Freshman All-American Honorable Mention. Also first team All-Big West, as that Kishana Williams hit misses long. And Hawaii with set point here in set number 2. Sky Williams hits it over just on basically her heels, gets the kill, and Hawaii takes set number 2, 25-11. Really took control in the second set after winning the first set 25-21. So now they're up in this match 2-0. We'll be back with more Big West women's volleyball here on ESPN Plus after this. In between the second and third sets here inside the Walter Pyramid, I'm Matt Brown here on ESPN Plus. Glad you can join me on this Saturday evening. Long Beach State and the University of Hawaii. The Rainbow Wahine up 2-0, really taking control of the second set. They hit 545 in set number 2 alone, hitting 369 in the match overall. 6 blocks for Hawaii compared to Long Beach State's 0. And the leader kill-wise for the Rainbow Wahine right now, Riley Wagner, with 8 kills on 22 swings. She's hitting 273 for Long Beach State. Katie Kennedy and Kishana Williams each have 5 kills, both right around the same amount of attack attempts. Katie Kennedy with 16, Kishana Williams with 15, and both hitting under 150. So Long Beach State has made a couple of lineup changes, and they've kind of been shifting some players around a lot recently, just trying to find the right lineup for consistency. And then of course, injuries have come into play as well over the season. So we'll see what they do here in set number 3, and sometimes in having an opponent like Hawaii, tops in the Big West Conference, kind of on the outside looking into being nationally ranked as well. But Long Beach State may just want to put in some younger players to get some experience against the top team as well. We'll see. All up to interim head coach Sabrina Hernandez. Good chance to talk about her because she has been an assistant in this program. This is her 4th year overall, as Long Beach State has begun a national search for a new head coach. to start the 2022 season. But to go over Sabrina Hernandez's at least player accolades, a two-time first-team All-American, was a part of the 1989 National Championship. And she was on 3 Final Four teams out of her 4 years with Long Beach State, as we take a look at the highlights back in the first and second sets. Dylan De La Cruz getting sets to Miranda Cañas. I mean, that's something that Long Beach State could utilize more if they can stay in that rotation more, if you will. But the block of Hawaii and the hitting from both right and left sides, especially Riley Wagner right there, has been so effective. And Amber Aigidi showing her versatility, not just hitting out of the middle, but from the right side in that rotation. So Hawaii comes back out. Of course, they've got their fan base here in the Walter Pyramid. They always travel well, especially for women's volleyball. And Long Beach State, if you could hear in the background, they have the band back. Of course, basketball is gearing up again, along with the dance team here. So a great atmosphere, an atmosphere we really haven't seen in 2 years. This was the matchup in the Walter Pyramid 2 years ago to begin the Big West Conference season. And it feels like, well, an eternity ago, if you will. This Hawaii team has changed a lot since then as well. Remember, Noreen Yosia was the Big West Player of the Year a couple of years ago. She has since graduated. Hannah Helvig was the Big West Freshman of the Year. She didn't return due to COVID-19 concerns, and she stayed home in Sweden. Jolie Rasmussen graduated as well. She was getting over 3.5 kills per set. And then dealt with some injuries as well. She was an Oregon transfer. McKenna Ross, an all Big West honorable mention, graduated as well. And Rika Okino, their libero. So this Hawaii team has turned over quite a bit, as Brooke Van Sickle, someone that returned for this team, hammers it down the line. My goodness. You know, Coach Robin Amo emphasizes that, hey, she's as tall as me. Van Sickle only being 5'9", but she gets up. And she hits as hard as anyone in the Big West Conference, well, really anyone in the West Coast. Nicole Hoff had a foot go under the net, over that middle line, so that's a violation on the beach. Point Hawaii. They're looking to sweep here in the third set. Brooke Van Sickle has been back to serve from Battleground, Washington, just outside of Vancouver and that Hood River, Oregon border. Miranda Cañas now goes back to serve. In her last 2 games, 9 combined kills and no errors. Cañas actually has 1 error in this match, so that's her first error in a couple of matches. As Cameron Bacon goes past the double block, gets picked up by Lang. Off speed and an easy pickup for Kashana Williams. Love it from the back row, puts it into the net. And you can see kind of the difference between Hawaii and Long Beach State in terms of minimizing mistakes, right? 16 attack errors for the beach compared to Hawaii's only 4. Aigidi, overpass, easy kill for her. And Amber Aigidi now has 7 kills on 8 errorless swings. Good roll shot, better pickup by Lang free ball opportunity, but it's not received well on the Long Beach State side. Kashana Williams almost bailed them out off a one-foot attempt, but she put it long, just long. Taylor Ikenaga, the libero for Hawaii, already with 10 digs. Another double-digit dig performance from the freshman libero from Honolulu. We have a challenge from Long Beach State. Well, I think the first thing that you can assume that they're challenging is whether it's in or out. And here are the challenge rules for the Big West Conference, and I understand that other conferences, mainly the major conferences in the NCAA, are following a more experimental challenge rule system, but the Big West Conference going with the one that's kind of in place right now. So only 3 challenges per team per match, unless we go to a 5th set and they need an extra challenge. And pretty obvious that Long Beach State would want to challenge the in or out call, and it is called in after video review. Okay, so Sabrina Hernandez gets her first challenge win in the Walter Pyramid. So with Tia Shavira going back to serve, that means Katie Kennedy, the oppo, comes back into the front row for Dylan De La Cruz. And that's a pretty big swing for Long Beach State, especially early on in this very important 3rd set. They need this to extend the match, and hey, a service ace for Tia Shavira. So for Shavira, as you take a look at that just serve that has the bottom drop out of it, if you will, to give a baseball reference. Misses her next serve, but for Shavira, that was her 17th service ace on the year. 3rd ace in the match for Long Beach State as a team. Janelle Gong comes back in to serve for the Rainbow Wahine. One hand set into the block. Riley Wagner, good heads-up play just to be there. And Hawaii gets their 7th block of this match. 7 blocks to 0 for the Beach. Kashana Williams on the right side gets dug up by Van Sickle. Wagner gets dug up by Hoff. Katie Kennedy, cross court, gets the kill. A few officials in the stands, if you will, kind of wanted a double hit called on Long Beach State. No call and not as much of an argument from the Hawaii sideline. As Coach Robin Amo just wants her team to play through it. And Kashana Williams goes back to serve. Has gone back to the jump serve. They've kind of taken her out at times to save her arm. She's been dealing with some injuries throughout the season as Cameron Bacon slams it down. And for Bacon, that is her 2nd kill of the match. And since we're on Cameron Bacon, and we've already talked about how Kashana Williams has passed, Erica Dillard, assistant coach at Oregon for the Ducks in women's volleyball. Let's mention that Cameron Bacon, the freshman middle blocker for the Beach, and just got the block right there. Her sister, Carson, doing well at Oregon as well. She's a middle and currently leads the Pac-12 in hitting percentage. She was a All Pac-12 honorable mention in the 2020 season. So Carson Bacon doing well in Oregon, Cameron Bacon doing well as a freshman at the Beach. Van Sickle, good dig by Kashana Williams. She hasn't played the back row as much this season. Good scramble play. This is what Long Beach State is trying to just revive, the energy, the extra effort. as Wagner is able to take advantage of the single block, put it off and out. For Hawaii, it doesn't really matter, if you will, as Wagner and Van Sickle have really dominated on the left side as outside hitters for Hawaii in this match. Katie Kennedy. What a swing from the sophomore right side hitter for the Beach. She's had double-digit kills in 7 of her last 8 matches. She's on her way to 1 here. That, her 7th kill of this match. And now Allison Martinez comes in to serve for Cameron Bacon. Martinez, the 6-foot redshirt junior. Might have a challenge coming from the Hawaii side. Not sure what they're challenging here.
Hawaii is challenging the last points that Long Beach was on the net.
Oh, they are challenging, as far as what we've heard announced in the Walter Pyramid. Hawaii is challenging a net violation, so whether Long Beach State touched the net in that last rally. At any point of the rally, you can challenge whether the other team touched the net. That's one of the angles we may not have on the ESPN Plus broadcast, but the down referee Kevin Cull has at his disposal at the replay center, if you will, the scorer's table. There is a net camera that he can look at. It's going to be tough to tell for the Beach if they hit the net or not, but also a good pseudo timeout, whether this is overturned or not, a good pseudo timeout for Hawaii to kind of catch their breath, regroup here as they are down by 1. Of course, if this is overturned, that would be a point for Hawaii, so a kind of a 2-point swing there, and the Rainbow Wahine would retake the lead. Pretty long challenge here for Kevin Cull at the scorer's table. As you can see, both teams huddled at their respective sidelines, so this is a good opportunity for them to kind of chat about what's gone on in this third set. And in a way, Long Beach State has kind of recovered in this third set, keeping up with Hawaii, at least to start. They're hitting a little bit better. I know for the match they're only hitting 114, but that is up from hitting under 100 after the second set. The determination coming from the down referee. We'll take another look, and they say it is point Long Beach State. Okay, that was a great replay there from our peeps at the truck here, the Walter Pyramid. Reason being is you kind of got a small look at what Hawaii was probably challenging. Katie Kennedy, after she swung, she kind of had her body go into the net. The momentum carried her into the net. But the rule is, if the point is pretty much over, if the ball is ruled down, and it seemed to have ricocheted off the down referee and Kevin Cull, that would mean the net violation never really happened. So point Long Beach State, there wasn't enough to overturn it. I know that was very close. Either way, Hawaii says, hey, ball don't lie, we just got the side out. And Amber Aijidi goes back to serve. Long Beach State seeing some service errors go their way now. They were at 7 service errors to start this set. And now Hawaii, for the match overall, they have 3 service errors. Dylan De La Cruz coming back in to serve. Good swing from Tia Shavira. This is the rotation we talk about, where Dylan De La Cruz can come in from the back row, take a set, and have Tia Shavira, normally the setter for the Beach, be a right side pin hitter. For Shavira, that's her third kill of the night. Her 67th kill of the year as Sky Williams puts it down. And to go kind of back to using Tia Shavira as a hitter, as we take a look back at the Sky Williams kill, Tia Shavira, for Hawaii fans, kind of reminds you of Noreen Yosia, where she can play the front row as a hitter or a setter. Van Sickle gets blocked and roofed. Shavira and Kanyes combining on that double block. Kind of an out-of-system ball. Van Sickle kind of had nowhere to go. And they'll just have to reset. Gets the kill. Kate Lang definitely wants her to be called for a violation. Top referee Margie Ray was right there. She was peering down the middle of the tape. Just a standing float serve from Erica Levitt. We usually see a jump spin serve from her. Brooke Van Sickle now with 8 kills on 27 swings. She's hitting .222, little under her season average of .267 hitting percentage. Last time she played Long Beach State in Honolulu as Kashana Williams gets another kill. Last time Van Sickle played Long Beach State, she had double-digit kills. She had 15 and hit .324. For Kashana Williams, she kind of struggled against Hawaii the first time around, as you saw another good kill from her there. She had 14 kills, but only hit .057 in Manoa against Hawaii. Williams gets blocked and roofed. Westerberg and Sky Williams on the block. That's the 8th block of the match for Hawaii. They average about 2.5 blocks per set this season. So they are kind of right at their average. Oh, bump set from Igiti, the middle, and she gets the assist to Westerberg. She is hyped up about that. The middle, Amber Igiti, with the bump set and assist, and then Westerberg with the kill. Tiffany Westerberg, by the way, now with 6 kills on 11 swings. She's hitting over 400. Tia Shavira from the right side. Long Beach State has kind of shifted to Tia Shavira before in being a right side hitter. Remember, they went 6-2 2 years ago when Carly Agner-Swayze was the other setter. They'd kind of keep Tia Shavira in the front row just to be a hitter. She misses her serve there. Janelle Gong comes back in to serve for Hawaii. Good swing from Cameron Bacon. Tough rally, the ball was kind of tight to the net there, but Bacon was able to take advantage, and Long Beach State has hit 15 first, so there's a timeout on the floor. The Beach need this third set to extend this match. Up by 2, more Big West Women's Volleyball coming your way here on ESPN+. So what have we been talking about throughout this match statistically between these two teams? Well, it was the hitting percentage. For the match, Hawaii still up hitting percentage-wise 353 to Long Beach State's 143. But in this third set alone, Long Beach State is hitting 318 compared to Hawaii's 300. So that's kind of why Long Beach State has a small 2-point advantage. Check that, 3-point advantage over Hawaii here in set number 3. Service ace for Kashana Williams. The 5th ace of the year for Cash. Into the net it goes. Well, she hasn't been serving too much this year. She gets replaced in the back row by Jenna Giambi. But Kashana Williams has still been first in the Big West in kills per set, actually top 30 in the country. Shavira one-hand set, blocked back. Ooh, just a tough rally on both sides, just trying to get the ball back over. If you will, kind of a patty cake on either side, and then it goes Hawaii's way. Amber Igidi just put it where no Long Beach State player was. And Hawaii closes to within 1. Roll shot, keeps it in, Erica Lovett. So Lovett has got that outside hitter spot back here in the third set and has taken advantage. That her 5th kill on the night on 15 swings. She's only hitting .067 as Allison Martinez has come back in to serve. Into the net goes the Van Sickle attempt. Long Beach State looking to make a mini run here late in the third set. Timeout, Hawaii.
Final score from the Cameron Aquatic Center.
Boy,
Long Beach State.
what a match this has kind of turned out to be, because it's kind of gone back and forth in terms of who has had control in the set. Long Beach State actually had control of the beginning of set number 1, and then Hawaii won set number 2 25-11, and now Long Beach State up by 3 in this timeout. Of course, the Beach with 5 national championships in program history, rivaling that of their opponent. And this is why this rivalry is so historic. As we take a look at Hawaii's program history, 4 national championships, the 9 big so long. There is such a big gap, pretty much a 20-year gap between them. Well, not really 20 years, but either way, a little bit of a gap between the first time they were in the Big West Conference and pretty much now. And that 38 NCAA tournament appearances, they're actually on a streak that head coach Robin Amo has been able to continue, a streak of 27 straight years where the University of Hawaii has been in the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championships. Caught a look of the dancers back inside the Walter Pyramid. Really an atmosphere that approaches what used to be as we start to find our new normal here in 2021, right? And it's kind of fitting that it's Hawaii and Long Beach State in women's volleyball that kind of brings this atmosphere back. Amber Igidi, who has played well tonight, 8 kills on 9 swings. She's hitting .889. Sky Williams off the block and out. For Williams, that's her 6th kill of anybody that has a kill On the Hawaii side, 6 is the lowest number. Good pickup initially by Shavira, but they can't keep it up and put it back over. So Hawaii now has tied this game up at 18. You saw Katie Kennedy diving into the desk here for ESPN Plus. Kind of rearranged some things, but we're good as Hawaii goes into this Long Beach State timeout, tied up at 18. Remember, Long Beach State was up 18-15 at one point, and then Hawaii has gone on a 3-0 scoring run, partly in thanks to their block, and with Skylar Williams in the front row, the Rainbow Wahine have taken control of the net. That's kind of one of the key things that they have to win, especially against Long Beach State, away, as Skylar Williams and Amber Igidi are kind of two of the best blocking middles in the Big West Conference. Skylar Williams, by the way, a 2019 All-Big West first teamer, has had 19 blocks combined in her last 4 matches, and you count tonight being the last 5 matches, she has 4 blocks tonight. So 23 blocks in 5 matches, that's pretty good for Skylar Williams. 18-18, Long Beach State needs this set to extend this match, as Hawaii is up 2-0. Amber Igidi has been back to serve, was top 50 in the nation in blocks per set a couple of years ago. Down the line, Kennedy misses. And Hawaii takes a big 19-18 lead. Kind of the old adage, who can hit 21st in a set, especially in rally scoring to 25. Good dig by Giambi. Good pickup off the net by Lang. Good dig by Hoff again. Love it. Into the block, gets the kill. $19-all with Dylan De La Cruz coming in to serve for the Beach. For Erica Lovett, that was her 6th kill on the night. On 18 swings, she's hitting 111. Wagner from the back row gets dug up. Lovett again. Good one-hand dig by Riley Wagner. And then Van Sickle on the other end gets another one. What a play all around by the Rainbow Wahine. Van Sickle with her 9th kill on 30 swings. Efficiency-wise, she's kind of struggling, hitting 200. As Westerberg comes back into the front row, we wipe the floor. Great effort on both sides as Hawaii has hit 21st here in this 3rd set. You hear the "Let's Go Bows" chant. Really just good to have a competitive atmosphere with fans back in the Walter Pyramid. I know we've had fans throughout this season, but it's nothing quite like the Beach versus the Rainbow Wahine, right? All this mention of history, especially with Kashana Williams moving up in the all-time kill leader list. There she is, getting blocked back. Williams again, gets another one. Kashana Williams now with the team leading 9 kills on 25 swings. Here in the 3rd set. Erica Lovett has been just standing and float serving. Good swing from the right side, Brooke Van Sickle.
Van Sickle serving.
10 kills now for Van Sickle. She goes back to serve. She's been averaging just under 4 kills a set this year, so she's under her average. But that is now 12 double-digit kills in her last 13 matches as Kashana Williams gets another one. Miranda Cañas goes back to serve, the middle blocker. 6'2" senior from Albuquerque, New Mexico, the Southern Utah transfer. Has been one of the few senior leaders, really only 2 seniors on this squad. Puts a good serve over, free ball opportunity, Beach. Bacon! Four kills now for Cameron Bacon. Long Beach State up by 2 here in this third set. You see the student section is alive again. Hawaii has had to take another timeout. You talk about kind of bouncing back in the middle of a match. For Long Beach State, they've really shown it. And since Sabrina Hernandez has taken over, she's been able to kind of preach that sense of hard work, that sense of extra effort. And she kind of calls herself, and these are her words, she said she is super highly competitive. And she kind of says that she hopes that kind of rubs off on her team. Just having to win at all costs, having to always compete, to fight. Because at the end of the day, whether you win or lose, she says, you know you gave it your best and you can walk off the court with your head held high. That is what she's trying to instill in this Beach squad that may have been kind of disappointing conference season-wise. They're 4-9 in conference, but going up against a 12-1 Rainbow Wahine squad, being able to take this third set could bring the momentum they need. Two points away from a set victory. Miranda Cañas, one of their better servers, back at the service line. Hawaii has Brooke Van Sickle in the back row, so they'll rely on Riley Wagner on the left side. They still have Sky Williams and Tiffany Westerberg in the front row as well. It's Wagner. Good one-hand save. Another opportunity for the Wahine. Another dig by Lovett. Williams, big dig by Ike Naga. So good on the left side. Goal shot, and it works! Tia Shavira! I think you caught everybody by surprise. Set point. Long Beach State looking to take a set off of conference leading Hawaii. Beach faithful on their feet. Ace! It's not the match, but it's a small victory for a team that has gone through so much in this 2021 season. And Miranda Cañas, one of the seniors, getting her her 9th service ace on the year. 25-21, Long Beach State takes set number 3. Hawaii still leads 2-1. We'll come back with set number 4 here on ESPN+. Long Beach State taking set number 3 over the University of Hawaii. And that is the family, by the way, of Kailia Lopez there. She's had some playing time recently, as Long Beach State took a pretty big set victory, something that can kind of give them more energy, more hype towards the end of the season, if you will. Of course, Sabrina Hernandez, interim head coach, and she's had to bring over Nick McCray, a former AVCA men's assistant coach of the year from the men's team, as well as John Perry, who also was a director of operations at Penn State for their women's volleyball program headed by the legendary Russ Rose. We take a look back at the action from this match. Tia Shavira has been so big, being a right side hitting option for them. And of course, Amber Igidi has played so efficiently for Hawaii. Skylar Williams got hot, especially blocking wise in that third set. And Brooke Van Sickle tried to put things away. But Long Beach State's effort was a little too much. You saw the extra effort there. They didn't get the ball up in that instance. But as that third set went on, Long Beach State just kind of showed more fight. As Hawaii is looking to bounce back themselves, trying to close out Long Beach State in 4 now. And this is significant kind of because that is the first set that Hawaii has dropped in their last, well, now 13. They came in having won their last 11 sets in a row, 3 straight sweeps, and then they won the last 2 sets in the match before. And then they won the first 2 sets in this match before dropping set number 3 to a Long Beach State squad that couldn't buy a set for 3 straight matches before sweeping Cal State Fullerton. They were swept 3 matches in a row. But then they kind of got their rhythm, their energy back against Cal State Fullerton in Fullerton. And now they've kind of shown up and shown out against a top of the conference Hawaii team. Westerberg. And that one was out off of Westerberg, so no touch on the block. Or I should say that was really a block attempt that didn't catch any of the ball, and Westerberg was trying to wipe it off and just didn't hit anything. Either way, Westerberg gets the tip and gets back on track. So for Tiffany Westerberg, that is now 7 kills on 15 swings. Cañas. Dylan De La Cruz getting the sets again as Shavira gets dug up by Van Sickle. Out of bounds wide from Westerberg. And you can see the rhythm just kind of going into some disarray on the Hawaii side. Good dig from Hoff. Kashana Williams gets dug up by Ikenaga. Block and roof. That was inbounds from Tia Shavira and Miranda Cañas. Long Beach State just stepping up. I wouldn't say that Hawaii is really playing that poorly, as they hit 303 still in set number 3. Ball goes down for Sky Williams. Net violation called either way. It's a point for Hawaii.
Serving as number 16,
But again, you go back to set number 3. Hawaii still hit 303. Long Beach State just hit a little bit better, 317. Got one more side out than Hawaii did. Got 4 more kills than Hawaii did, as Kanyes gets dug up by Van Sickle. Good set outside, but it's a block in a roof. Westerberg and Igiti up, combining on that double block. Such a powerful block that can be. That's kind of why Tiffany Westerberg gets the start. Again, her first start of the year as Ikenaga serves. Over on 2 and a beauty from Tia Shavira. Old school way of putting it over on 2, not really jumping as much, faking like you're setting, and instead shoveling it over and putting it down in the middle of the defense. 2-point lead. Miranda Kanyes back to serve again. Remember, she ended last set with a service ace, almost an ace again, but a free ball. Opportunity Beach. Cash into the double block and out of bounds, just wiping it off the Westerberg block. Long Beach State now taking what Hawaii is giving them. So interesting to see how things can turn from Hawaii dominating the second set 25-11 to Long Beach State gutting out a 25-21 third set. And now Long Beach State up by 3, now 2 after the Riley Wagner kill. Janelle Gong back in to serve. Williams off the double block again. For those that have watched Long Beach State volleyball games this year, you kind of wonder how we haven't seen Kashana Williams do that more this year, as Tia Shavira gets the service ace. That's her second ace of the match. 18 service aces on the year for the setter for Long Beach State. That one tickling the tape and finding the floor. Hawaii takes a timeout. They are down 4 here in set number 4. Long Beach State again needs this one to extend the match to a set number 5. We'll see what happens here on ESPN+. For Long Beach State, they are hitting 176. Hawaii hitting 303 on the match as a whole. Nine blocks for Hawaii compared to Long Beach State's 3. And that's a big advantage for the Rainbow Wahine that Long Beach State hasn't really been able to, well, catch up on. But since they're hitting a little bit better, it hasn't mattered as much. And as long as they can keep their back row play up, 50 digs for Long Beach State compared to 51 digs for the University of Hawaii. That's kind of what's keeping the Beach in it, right? The back row play. 18 digs for the libero Nicole Hoff. On the other side for Hawaii, 15 digs for their star Brooke Van Sickle, 14 digs for their libero Taylor Ikenaga. Just some great old school women's volleyball being played. Great back row play, just keeping the ball up, longer rallies like that. However, that rally is cut short due to a net violation called on Long Beach State. In transition, one of their elbows grazed the net. So Hawaii gets a break. They're down 3 with Riley Wagner back to serve. That means Brooke Van Sickle's in the front row. Kashana Williams Tries to go over Van Sickle, but goes too long with that hit. For Williams, that's her 8th attacking error in this match. Hitting only 129. Oh, right back at you, says Amber Igidi. One-on-one block of Cameron Bacon. For Amber Igidi, that is her 5th block of the match. Igidi on the back end of that great rally, able to take the quick set from Kate Lang and terminate on the back row of Long Beach State. Look at the setter being behind the middle blocker. That is such a hard swing to take for Igidi, but she's so athletic, she's able to get on top of the ball and keep it in bounds. Timeout, Long Beach State. I think Coach Robin Amo a little more encouraged by her team's play. After calling a timeout at 8-4, they're now on a 4-0 scoring run. So Hawaii has tied things up at 8. Again, Long Beach State needs to take this set to extend this match. We'll be back with more Big West women's volleyball here on ESPN+. 8-8 here in this all-important 4th set. Long Beach State was on a run and on a roll, really, up 8-4, and now Hawaii currently on a 4-0 scoring run with Riley Wagner back to serve. Tip and a great placement from Kashana Williams. 13 kills now for her on 32 swings. Set a little inside, but Williams, you saw her look kind of late there to where she was tipping the ball, right in that area 4, if you will. Good serve from Cash. Into the net goes the Van Sickle swing. This one kind of has an explanation for those that have watched the Beach play and you haven't seen Kashana Williams serve that much. It's just because she's been dealing with injuries throughout the season, but she's played through it all. She's never missed a game. And sometimes because she hasn't served that much, a serve like that can happen. Right side, Katie Kennedy, and gets another one. Katie Kennedy with 8 kills on 27 swings. Tied a career high with 16 kills on 32 swings, only 2 errors. She hit .438 against Cal State Fullerton, did Katie Kennedy, Thursday night. Van Sickle off the double block and out. Hawaii hasn't looked to Brooke Van Sickle as much. In fact, Riley Wagner has had more swings than Van Sickle in tonight's matchup. Maybe it's because Long Beach State has been able to get more points with Van Sickle in the back row compared to Riley Wagner being in the front row. As Skylar Williams puts it straight down off the overpass. That great Kate Lang serve works out just as well as an ace. Kate Lang won the 5-1 setter job for Hawaii during the middle of this season. Her and Milana Bird both were newcomers to this squad. As Katie Kennedy tips, good scramble play by Hawaii just to put it back over. Free ball opportunity. Kanyes gets dug up. Skylar Williams dug up by Hoff. What a rally here. Van Sickle dug up by Jenna Giambi. Love it, tip. Good pickup by Westerberg. Good scramble play by Wagner, but they can't put it back over. Another great play for Long Beach State just to stay within themselves throughout that rally, because we've seen some other long rallies go kind of haywire for Long Beach State, not being able to keep control of the ball. Ball control has been a big focus for this team all season long. Looked a lot better there. The old coaching adage of bettering the ball, they did so there as well. As Skylar Williams looks to get another kill, gets dug up by Lovett off the top of the tape. Now Lang goes right side, Van Sickle, soft shot, good diving save by Shavira. Van Sickle again, only one blocker up, but a great dig up by Dela Cruz. Westerberg gets blocked and roofed. Shavira and Kanyes. Really, Shavira got all of that Westerberg hit. Enough to put it back on the Hawaii side, tight to the net, so Skylar Williams couldn't pick it up. Long Beach State up by 2. Skylar Williams gets dug up by De La Cruz. Van Sickle blocked back. Another opportunity. Where does Lang go now? Westerberg, left hand tip. Good pickup by Lovett. Free ball though. Sky Williams puts it straight down. Someone tell me what year it is, because it looks more like the early 2000s between Hawaii and Long Beach State. Great rallies, great back row play, and at times dominant hitting. Good serving too. Speaking of serving, that's Brooke Van Sickle. No service aces yet today, but she has had a couple of serves that have turned into overpasses and big advantages for her own team. Oh boy, that was almost an ace again. Tough play for Erica Lovett, not getting it over the net, so Hawaii tying it up at 13. Again, Long Beach State needs this fourth set to extend the match to 5. If Hawaii wins, match is over. Love it, good dig by Ike Naga. Van Sickle, good dig by De La Cruz. Shavira, good dig by Van Sickle. Another good dig, that's Hoff. Love it, tip, and it works. Oh boy, that one was called out of bounds, never mind. Out of bounds, point Hawaii. Everybody on the Long Beach State side was celebrating as if that was in. Definitely going to be a challenge from interim head coach Sabrina Hernandez. My apologies, I shouldn't be the one to assume whether a ball is in or out, especially from this angle. I probably had the worst angle at that ball. So, barring a replay look, I have no idea whether that ball was in or out. Here we go again. Ooh, that looks like it touched the line. Again, all you need is a sliver of the line being touched by the ball, and that looks in. So should that be called in, that's a 2-point swing, and the Beach would take the lead. Rather quick deliberation from Kevin Cull. That is called inbounds. The Beach take the lead 14-13. Good tip from Erica Lovett. Kashana Williams, you see there at the bottom of your screen, coming back into the front row with Lovett serving.
14, serving 13.
So again, it's actually 14-13 Long Beach State. After that challenge won by the Beach, changed it as Kashana Williams gets it blocked in a roof. All of a sudden, we're back tied. From set number 3, there were 10 ties and 4 lead changes. Getting a similar kind of thing going on in the 4th set. Over on 2 goes Dela Cruz. You don't see her do that often. Aijiri gets the kill to go. Cut back shot from the middle blocker in Amber Aijiri. Watch Kate Lang kind of hold that set a little longer than usual. And Aijiri was able to put it away. Ike Naga, good serve. Free ball opportunity, here come the Rainbow Wahine. Westerberg blocked and roofed. Kashana Williams, Miranda Kanyes combining on that double block statistically. I think Kashana Williams really got all of that one. And Kanyes goes back to serve. That was the 5th block for the Beach in this match. 11 blocks for Hawaii as Wagner gets another kill. Good effort on the back end there by Lovett. Diving into the Naples Rib Company ad. Good line shot from Wagner. And Riley Wagner leading Hawaii with 12 kills on 39 swings, hitting .231. Tough push outside. And that kind of hammer fist from Kashana Williams went wayward, and Hawaii now up by 2. Janelle Gong has come back in to serve. Gong has played well with 6 digs in this match. Tight set. Cassius has to put it off the block. They do it again. Tia Shavira now on the right side. Block back. Good pickup. Free ball opportunity, Hawaii. Outside, Wagner. Net violation called on the Beach. Hawaii point. Little bit of discussion from Sabrina Hernandez, just asking probably how many timeouts she had. Janelle Gong still back to serve. This, by the way, her 20th match appearance of the year, which is 4 more than her last 2 years combined. Only 3 appearances last year, but Janelle Gong has been heavily utilized this year for the Rainbow Wahine. Shavira can't find the court. This kind of separates the top teams from the rest of the conference, as Hawaii looking better as the set has gone on. Consistency has been what Coach Robin Amo has been looking for, and she has found a consistent lineup, at least for this match. No other substitutions that were, I guess, new faces, if you will. The only sub that has come in has been Janelle Gong, and she has been in kind of like their regular rotation of players. But no Martina Leoniak, no Milana Bird. Of course, she hasn't been setting as much as the season has gone on. No Braylon Akana. Really been just these 8 women at the helm of this Hawaii women's volleyball program. And as they go into the back half of the season, we're in November now. If you have sights on the NCAA tournament, now's the time to start setting your lineup, right? Coach Robin Amo has said there's only really one position she's been looking at to rotate players in and out of, and that's the oppo position, the right side hitter spot. We saw Tiffany Westerberg all match today, but she didn't, this was really her first start of the year. She didn't start against Cal State Fullerton. She came in mid-match. But Janelle Gong, the lone substitution, if you will, utilized by Hawaii tonight. De La Cruz sets Kashana Williams, blocked in a row straight down. Aijiri. Kate Lang was there too. I'm sorry to Lang, but Aijiri got all of that one. My goodness. Amber Aijiri, 3rd in the Big West in blocks coming into tonight. She might have a say about who's the best blocker in the conference after tonight. Long Beach State looking for a touch on that last hit, and I think they'll use their last challenge. Sabrina Hernandez has the green challenge card out. Hawaii goes back to their sideline. We'll take a short challenge break here as Kevin Call goes to the monitor. So Long Beach State has kind of seen this 4th set get away from them. However, they fought hard, especially winning that 3rd set. Down 21-15. Should this go their way, and Sabrina Hernandez has won each of her other challenges in this match today. Should this go Long Beach State's way, it should be a point to them. That is just a replay of the big block by Amber Aijiri. Really cool to see that one in slow-mo, though. You don't see a block go straight down like that every day, right? But that last rally, I believe, the end of it, a right side hit going high hands, if you will, trying to catch some fingertips while it goes out of bounds. Long Beach State thought it certainly caught a hand. Hawaii really didn't react, if you will. Hard to tell. Either way, for this Rainbow Wahine squad, this has been really a road for them, having not had that 2020 season after winning the Big West Conference outright in 2019. They got all the way to the Sweet 16, where they eventually fell to Nebraska that year. They were ranked number 18 at the end of the year, and hey, a touch was called from that last play. 3 for 3 for Sabrina Hernandez. Remember, we went over this before. Those are her 3 challenges. That's it, unless we go to a 5th set. So as far as I understand, no more challenges for Long Beach State unless we go to a 5th. And of course, we are right there at the end of this 4th set. Wagoner gets blocked and roofed. Kennedy and Bacon combining on the double block. A for Long Beach State. although only half of what Hawaii has in this match. High bumps it outside to Riley Wagner. And she gets another kill. Riley Wagner has led the University of Hawaii in kills tonight. 14 kills on that, her 42nd swing. 2 more than Brooke Van Sickle, who is the only other player that has 40 swings tonight other than Wagner. Kashana Williams gets her 14th kill. So instead of it being Van Sickle versus Kashana Williams, it's been Wagner versus Kashana Williams, leading their respective teams in the kill department. Jenna Giambi comes in to serve for Cash. Van Sickle into the double block, fights through it, gets her 12th kill. Brooke Van Sickle struggling efficiency-wise, 171 her hit percentage in this match, as Amber Igidi goes back to serve. Good dig by Igidi in the back row. Wagner from the pipe, shoots it down the pipe, gets her 15th kill. Fascinating how easily Hawaii has been able to regain the momentum off a game Long Beach State team. Speaking of that, Katie Kennedy with another kill. 9 kills on 30 swings for Kennedy. Allison Martinez comes back in to serve. Good serve from Martinez. Right side from the back row, it's Wagner. This is something that if Hawaii is able to keep up during the rest of the season, that back row attack could be effective. Skylar Williams on the back end of that rally getting another kill. For Skylar Williams, that's her 11th kill of the match. Match point. Kennedy gets, boy, what a match, and it kind of felt like the days of old between Hawaii and Long Beach State. The Rainbow Wahine win it 3-1, 25-21, 25-11, 21-25, and 25-19. What a day for Riley Wagner. 15 kills. On 44 swings, she hit 250. And her teammate Brooke Van Sickle right behind with 12 kills on 14 blocks as a team for Hawaii compared to Long Beach State's 6 on 37 swings. Though she hit only 081, Long Beach State really came to play today, taking a set off of Hawaii. Either way, Long Beach State falls to 4-10 on the year. For the Rainbow Wahine, they are 16-6 overall. So for a great ESPN Plus crew, I'm Matt Brown saying so long from Long Beach, where the final score is Hawaii 3, Long Beach State 1. We'll be back Friday, November 12th for Long Beach State and CSUN. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Hawaii keeping their match streak alive. That is 5